If you've ever felt guilty about taking personal time or worried you're not doing enough without the constant grind, you're definitely not alone. Productivity guilt is sneaky and it's everywhere. This productivity guilt, it shows up in all kinds of ways, like feeling uncomfortable or even ashamed for taking breaks or doing things just for fun, or comparing your downtime to someone else's hustle and thinking, I should be doing more. They're way more successful than me. Or worrying that if you're not always on in your business, well, your reputation is going to suffer. Sound familiar? Yeah, actually, your reputation is going to suffer. Sound familiar? Actually, me too. Most of my life, I tried so hard to make a point to fill in for others or just do more in general, just because I didn't have kids. I mean, people kind of expected me to anyway. But at the same time, being a people pleaser, I also wanted to. And then that combined was just a whole shit show. I also tried to make sure I live in the moment and appreciate my life. Yet I would still feel guilty for not doing enough, even when I tried to rest or enjoy any of my hobbies. But that changed after being diagnosed with chronic illnesses from a burnout and after my mom passed. Realizing I couldn't do all the things that I used to do anymore and having to pivot my business and figure out what I could do and still be very valuable and still be able to help a lot of people. And losing my mom made me realize just how short and precious life really is. It was a wake up call, and that forced me to look at how I was spending my days. Was I really living, or was I just ticking off boxes? And most of the time, I was just ticking off boxes because that's what everyone said to do. But those losses made me rethink what really matters. And it pushed me to prioritize meaningful moments over endless hustle and to make sure the time I do have is spent in ways that actually matter to me and to build a business around the life I actually want so I can live. I don't want you to make the same mistake I did and waiting until something big, life changing happened to you, like health issues or a death or something, before ditching the hustle or feeling guilty for just living. So, why do we feel this way? We live in a society that worships busyness and everything is urgent. The world hands out gold stars for hustle, and somewhere along the way, we started believing that a fulfilling life is measured by how much we actually get done. Of course, social media isn't helping any of this at all. But in reality, a fulfilling life isn't measured by productivity. It's measured by presence, by joy, and by the memories you make along the way. The good news is that you don't have to stay stuck in the cycle. Here's some steps you can start taking to start working towards more work life integration. Acknowledge the guilt. We got to start getting used to noticing when it shows up. And is it when you're resting, when you say no to someone else, or maybe you're wanting to watch a series on Netflix, or you're maybe like me, you're trying to play a video game. Anything with your hobbies or something that you enjoy that doesn't include checking off boxes. Challenge the narrative. Like, who actually says you always have to be productive? Productivity isn't the finish line. A life first business, well lived, is all about savoring the journey, not just checking off those boxes. We also want to redefine your success. Like, what if success isn't about doing more, but about living better? More joy, more rest, more life on your terms. You don't owe fucking anyone an explanation for your downtime. Set boundaries. Protect your personal time like it's the last slice of pizza you're ever going to eat. Say no to the things that drain you and yes to the things that light you up. But start small. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start with a 10-minute break, a short walk, or block out one evening a week just for you. Rest is productive. It's where your best ideas and your deepest connections are going to come from. I've helped clients break these habits and create work life integration and flexibility that actually works for their life. And they want not just the business they think they should have. Things like ditching old scripts, redefining what society tells you, and getting rid of hustle and redefining what success looks like for you. building custom schedules around your natural rhythms and with flexibility, but still have that structure so you can work when you're at your best and rest without guilt. And that leaves space for when life happens. So make sure that your time is well protected and no more saying yes to everyone else and no to yourself. And also how to blend work and life seamlessly so you're not just surviving, but actually thriving on your terms. As your work life integration partner, someone who understands the unconventional path and knows that freedom and fulfillment matter just as much as milestones, my clients gain more time, more energy, and a business that fits their life, not the other way around. So remember, you don't come this far just to come this far. You're not here to meet someone else's expectations. You're here to create your version of life. If the grind is dragging you down, it's time to reevaluate. So next time that guilt creeps in, remember, you're allowed to rest. You're allowed to enjoy your life. And you're definitely allowed to say hell no to the constant hustle. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's one thing you're going to do this week just for you?